Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Francois. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Tight down. There you go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bandit. You go tight. You got tight. No. You got tight. I'm going to go. He's crashing. He's checking. Safety's creeping.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
64 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Good. Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Off play action. Leonard. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
50, Max, 50. They gonna need some therapy. Jim.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Hamlin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Third down. Hamlin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Number 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Eric Armstead.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. Hey, defense. Let's go. Pick it up, G. Minus 57. 57's right. Check pass.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll let one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup of 38.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Just slap. Watch it slap. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57 for Mike. 57.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Leonard. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Leonard. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a give, right side. Hamlin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Leonard. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
The end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
49ers.
Watch the whip. Check 3, check 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. back to throw. Leonard completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. The play fake. Leonard to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
But your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Out on fourth down comes Eddie Pinheiro. This will be a 34-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Leonard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Leonard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught by Mooney. The 40, 20, 10, for touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carried by
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
7.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Comes to me, it's me. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. We got to get the ball, D, get the ball right here, let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Leonard. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Leonard, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Check 99. Check 99. Tighten up. Hey,
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Mike 54. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
65. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. 19 tight, 19 tight. We own them. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bears add on.
See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now,
I hope they recorded it.
after the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
Will Lutz lining up for the point.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kenny Clark, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bird. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
57, Mike, 57. Better bring it. You better bring it. At the 60, at the 60. You better bring it. Bang, bang.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ronald Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bears 56, 49ers 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Bird. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Bird. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Francois. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Check nickel. Check.
From the 45 on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
San Francisco.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Hamlet, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Back to throw. Bird. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49er first down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run the counter. Hamlet, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Bird. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56. 49ers 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road. And the Niners get there there and bring him down. Eric Armstead coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the slants, watch the slants. 57 the Mike, 57 the Mike. Street, you ain't got nothing. 57 the Mike. Go. Just like that.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, Ozzy, check out. It's a safety creek. Let's go. Get out. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Bird. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bird. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Number 34.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. But it's third down now.
And 10 yards to go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. That's right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That third down conversion good for 23. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Bears.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
They'll run on 1st down. Hamlet. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line. Today's final score.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.